Imagine a family so cursed that every act of love ended in blood. A father murders his nephews and serves them as dinner. His son sacrifices his daughter. His grandson kills his mother. And through it all, the gods simply watch. This is the story of the House of Atreus, a royal bloodline damned by revenge, haunted by betrayal, and drowned in a curse that no god could wash away. Our story begins long before Agamemnon and the Trojan War. It begins with two brothers, Atreus and Thyestes, sons of Pelops, kings of Mycenae. They were born into power, but also into a shadow. Their father, Pelops himself, had tricked and killed to win his wife. And when a crime goes unpunished, the gods never forget. Atreus and Thyestes both desired the throne. To win it, Atreus swore an oath to sacrifice his best lamb to the gods. But when he found a golden lamb, a divine omen, he kept it for himself, hiding it away. Thyestes discovered the secret. He seduced Atreus' wife, Erope, and stole the golden lamb, presenting it as proof that he was favored by the gods. The people crowned him king. But Atreus was not done. He plotted revenge, a revenge so horrific that even Hades would turn away. He invited his brother to a feast, pretending to make peace. Thyestes ate and drank, until Atreus revealed the truth. "Do you enjoy your meal, brother? You should, for you have just eaten your sons." Atreus had slaughtered Thyestes' children, cooked them, and served them to their own father. The gods recoiled. The sun, it was said, turned backward in the sky, and in that moment, the curse of the House of Atreus was born. Years later, Atreus' son, Agamemnon, inherited both the throne of Mycenae and the curse. When the Greeks sailed to Troy to avenge Helen's abduction, Agamemnon led them, but the winds refused a blow. The goddess Artemis demanded a terrible price. A prophet told him, "You must sacrifice your daughter, Iphigenia, to appease the goddess." Agamemnon hesitated, but ambition won over love. He tricked his daughter into coming to Aulis, claiming she would marry Achilles. Instead, she was led to the altar and slain. The winds rose. The ship sailed. Troy fell. But father's crime would not go unpunished. Back in Mycenae, Agamemnon's wife, Queen Clytemnestra, waited. She knew what he had done, that he had killed their child, and in her heart, grief rotted into hatred. For 10 long years, she plotted his death. She took a lover, Aegisthus, the surviving son of Thyestes. The two of them shared the same goal, vengeance on Atreus' line. When Agamemnon returned home victorious, he brought with him a Trojan princess, Cassandra, cursed to see the future but never be believed. As the people celebrated, Cassandra whispered warnings of blood and death, but no one listened. Clytemnestra welcomed her husband with open arms, laid out crimson carpets for him to walk on, a symbol fit only for the gods. When he entered the bath, she threw a net over him and struck him down with an axe. "I struck him twice, and once more for luck." He fell, and with each blow, Zeus watched justice done. Justice, or another link in the endless chain. Years passed. Agamemnon's son, Orestes, returned from exile. The gods themselves commanded him to avenge his father's death, to spill his mother's blood. But Orestes was torn apart by duty and horror. How could he kill the woman who gave him life? Yet how could he disobey the gods? At last, he entered the palace. Clytemnestra begged for mercy. He hesitated, then drove the blade home. The curse was complete. The blood of Atreus' house had come full circle. Father, mother, son, each killer and victim both. But the gods were not done. The Furies, ancient spirits of vengeance, rose in the earth to torment Orestes' mind. He wandered the land in madness, pursued by the voices of the dead. At last, the gods themselves intervened. Apollo, who had ordered the killing, protected Orestes and brought him before Athena for judgment. The trial of Orestes was the first court in human history, gods and mortals judging right and wrong. Half the jury voted guilty, half voted innocent. Athena cast a final vote, mercy. Orestes was freed, and the Furies were transformed into the Eumenides, spirits of justice rather than vengeance. For the first time, bloodshed did not call for more blood. The curse of Atreus was broken. But even after the gods declared peace, the House of Atreus remained a warning that revenge, once begun, feeds on itself, that justice without mercy becomes another crime, and that sometimes the most terrible curses are the ones we create ourselves. In the end, the House of Atreus taught Greece that no god, no law, and no mortal can cleanse blood with more blood. And though their names fade into legend, their sins still whisper from the stones of Mycenae, reminding us that the past, like vengeance, never truly dies. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to comment and subscribe